Hey, buddy.
Hi there, Reza. How are you?
Hello, Andre. How are you?
It's been a while, sir.
Yeah, long time no see. So happy to see you again.
Likewise, likewise. I hope you are keeping well.
Yeah, thank you. Everybody, everything's good. Everybody's good. We are healthy, locked in as usual since March, and working from home. What about you? How is Singapore?
So, likewise, I've been working from home since March as well. The situation is definitely improving. Number of new cases has slowed down. I think the people are getting accustomed to the new normal, right? Uh, um, mm, but otherwise, the economy recovery is slow because everyone is just still quite wary going out. But we'll see, right? We can only hope for better days to come.
Yeah, it cannot be worse. Yeah.
Let's hope so, right?
Yeah.
I think if anything, this episode has made everyone to be more resilient. Has made everyone. There's this joke, right? The best person to bring digitalizations to a company is not your CDO, it's not your CTO, it's COVID-19, right? So yeah, I mean there are good things as well that come up from it that you see. So yeah, just have to keep faith.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the here is the same thing. It's same situation, locked in. Not locked in anymore, but we are the government is opening little by little, and we are 50% of everything is at 50% of capacity, like restaurants, offices, and also a lot of businesses are closed still. So yeah, let's hope for better days, and let's hope that everybody can adapt to this digitalization and the new normal. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. So
Right.
thank you so much for accepting my invitation. You are my second guest, and guess who was my first one?
Uh, who will that be? Is that our buddy? Is that?
Of course, it was the one of the Three Musketeers.
There you go. Oh, it's Mr. Sankar.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fantastic.
We had a talk last week, and we covered pretty much. And this week, I would like to talk with you about, of course, loyalty. That's where is your expertise, and especially. So there is different things. So first, I would like you to introduce yourself. Please introduce yourself and tell us who you are, where you come from, what you've been doing, and what brought you to your loyalty,
Mm.
basically. And then after we cover the two or three things that I would love to hear you about. It's what is loyalty for you? So
Mm.
what is loyalty for you? And then maybe we can cover what to do to make loyalty right,
Sure.
loyalty program right. And then the third one would be the role of technology
Sure.
in loyalty. And then we take it from there, and we discuss
Fantastic.
a bit. Thank you.
Fantastic. I'm Henry. I'm Indonesian born, but have spent almost all of my life growing up in Singapore. I'm a Singapore citizen, but just Indonesian born. I've been my experience with loyalty has spent more than 15 years, right? But 15 years ago, no one knows what loyalty is, right? Uh, but my, how I got into loyalty is really by accident. Like I said, 15 years ago, there was no such thing called loyalty. I started my career very boring as a financial auditor with KPMG, right? And because I like numbers, I like to understand how P&L works because that tells me how a company works, right? But then I wanted to do more. That is, I wanted to do something that still allows me to apply my love for numbers, but to make impact. for in terms of marketing, in terms of customer experience, right? So that's when I moved to American Express. That was my first loyalty experience, where I was managing the co-brand loyalty card between Singapore Airlines and American Express. Then I moved on to the retail side of the business, where I work for large department stores, fashion retailers, where I've had the experience to design, build, and operate group loyalty programs. Then, as you know, I had the privilege to work in Jakarta with you and with our friend Sankar to kickstart what I think until today remains to be the largest retail loyalty program in Indonesia. And it's not easy to get program up and running. I think, and we can talk about that later. To me, one of the biggest challenge in kickstarting a loyalty program, it's not so much about money, it's not so much about technology, it's about bringing people together, right? And having the same vision to move forward too. So now I'm back in Singapore. In the last 3 years, I've been running the largest coalition loyalty program in Singapore, which is called the Plus program. The Plus program.
The Plus program.
Plus, yeah. So it's a coalition program, just like Payback in Germany, right? At one point of time, it's like Nectar in the UK, where the core partners of the program it's made up of the social enterprises of NTUC. So NTUC is a social enterprise.
Okay.
It's a social enterprise, and we own grocery business, right? We own insurance business, we own childcare, right? So if we are not in social enterprise, you will call us a conglomerate, right? It's just that we are not profit maximizing companies, but we make money so that we can give back to society to better the lives of Singaporeans, right? So across the different businesses, what stitches in terms of customers' data is a common loyalty program that is called the Plus program.
Okay, so it's more a group loyalty program, or it's a group loyalty program. So all the brands inside your loyalty program belong to your social enterprise.
Correct. And no, so this loyalty program is an open loop loyalty program, right? So while the companies of the social enterprise are sitting on this program, but we also have other external partners. They are not part of the social enterprise, right? So we curate the list of partners that we want to bring into the ecosystem that we think have the same synergy with that we can bring value to the same customer segments that we want to serve, right? So meaning that we won't be partnering with high-end jewelry stores, right? But we'll partner with a F&B, right, that are relevant to the customers that we want to serve. Yeah.
Like for example, gas stations or
fuel stations,
like
telcos, right? Transport companies. That is very everyday spend categories.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Oh, great. That's nice. So so you've been working for group loyalty program like MAP, and then for this kind of group, but at the same time open, which was also the case for MAP Map Club. That was the vision also to open it to what was relevant to the customer of MAP. So what are the main differences between these two loyalty programs?
Between an open loop and closed loop, is that right? Well, I think closed loop program, you have, from a business perspective, you have greater control, right? Because everything is in house, right? And while literally, I mean, you might be accountable to many different P&L owners, but everything is in house, right? And when you want to make design changes to the program, right? You can control it in house, right? It's easier to get things done. But when you have external partners, you have to consider the impact that everything that you want to bring in, you want to introduce to your external partners as well. But the beauty is that you can actually maximize the reach of the program, right? When we talk about and one of the main key things, and I hope when a company thinks of wanting to launch a loyalty program, one of the main key things is because I would like to understand my customers better, right? A closed loop program, your insights of your customers are as good as the number of brands that you have within the group, right? But when you have external partners, you are allowed, you are able to gather more data points that otherwise you can't have, to have a more complete view of the customers.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
What is waiting for you?
Yeah. I remember just telling my senior leadership team just a few weeks ago, and I said that, look, when people talk about loyalty, loyalty is not a program. Loyalty is not points, right? What is loyalty, right? And to me, loyalty is the final outcome that you want to get from your customers for your business, right? And it is an important one to have, especially in today's bizarre time of the world. It is an important outcome that you want to have from your customers, because we are in the war of winning customers' trust, right? And therefore, earning loyalty from our customers is important, because it's about owning not just your share of wallet, but your share of heart, share of mind of the customers. And to me, that's what loyalty is all about.
Yeah.
The senior leaders are very important, because, and I'd like to say this, right? People cannot think, that a loyalty program, having, no matter how good your loyalty program is, it cannot make you walk on water.
Yeah.
A loyalty program cannot turn water into wine. Yeah. A loyalty program cannot replace a good business strategic decisions that the senior leaders have. Once they have that, loyalty programs can help to amplify, can help to accelerate your path to wherever you want to go, right? And true, like what you said, even frontliners. I've heard e-commerce businesses who says that I don't have frontliners, so how does that apply for me? I don't have to invest in training my frontliners. But how frequent, like, has it ever happened to you? You order something from a website, e-commerce site, everything went smoothly, checkout happy, you wait for the product, but then when you receive the product that were delivered by a third party delivery company, it was delivered to you rudely, right? And then when you ask questions, and that just spoils the whole experience for you, right? For you, you don't care if that third party courier company is not owned by the e-commerce business, right? To you, your experience with that e-commerce site, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. I think when we talk about loyalty, we talk about delivering good customer experience end to end, right? And you have to understand your customer's journey from the point of time of discovery down to post purchase point of customer journey.
Yeah.
Well, I think it starts from the top. To me, it starts from the top, right? It's easy to leave all these things to what you call the frontliners, or the touch points where the customers actually interact, right? But to me, decisions are made from the top, right? When people decide that, let's just give an hypothetical example. Okay, tomorrow I want to replace all my physical plastic card with mobile phone, right? Because I want to go digital first, and we'll talk about the role of technology, right? Because I want to encourage mobile adoption, right? In 3 months, I'm going to replace all plastic cards with mobile phone, right? While it is a digital approach solution, but is it a customer first, right? Uh, because there are people who are just not so accustomed using mobile. Whatever you say, yes, and we are living in 2020. Yes, COVID has caused many businesses, many consumers to adopt back mobile solutions, but you can't do it. You can't do it just like that, right?
Yeah.
So to me, uh, what seemingly like a simple decisions, but it tells the mindset of the organizations when decisions are actually made at the top, right? And certainly, right, when you put uh, when you always make customer first decisions, right, there is a trade-off to be made. Let's face it, right? You might have to spend a little bit more money, right? And that is what the trade-off is all about, right? But in the long run, I truly believe that if any organizations who actually puts the customers at the heart of everything that they do, will eventually emerge as a winner.
Yeah. Very, very quickly, because we have also another subject. So how to make a loyalty program to be right?
Well, you brought up Simon Sinek first, right? So I truly believe that how to get a loyalty program right, you have to start with the why, right?
Okay.
Why do you why do you want to have a loyalty program, right? And that's what I always ask the bosses whenever they say, oh, I think we need to revamp our loyalty program. Oh, I think we need to start a loyalty program. Oh, I want a group loyalty program. Why? Right? And then very often, maybe because my competitor has one. That's not a good answer, right? So to have a common vision, the why we want to have a loyalty program is important, and that becomes a vision that you need to share with the rest of the organization. When we create the why, we need to have two views, inside out. Okay, inside out view means what is it that the business wants to achieve through this. So maybe the business thinks that, oh, because I want to have a single view of our customers across my organizations, because I want to have a way to send direct communications to my customers whenever I have new arrivals in the stores. So there's an inside out view, what I want. But then we also need to bring in the outside in view. What is it that the customers want from us? The customers are saying that I don't want just points. I want you to give me experience, right? Like what Kadokita offers, right? We offer experience, not just points, discounts, and vouchers, right? We offer experience, right? So combining those two, right, becomes your why, and everyone needs to believe and stand behind the why. So we start with the why.
Nice.
I'm going on a limb here, but I will just say it up front. The world does not need another loyalty program.
The world doesn't.
The world does not. Your life and my life will not get better just because you sign up for another loyalty program. Right? I'm saying this even though that's my livelihood. Okay, no one needs another card in their wallet. No one needs another app. No one needs another point. Okay, from a business perspective, you don't need a loyalty program to deliver good experience to your customers, right? You don't need loyalty programs to deliver personal experience to your customers, right? So in the case of a small coffee shop that you've just mentioned, I have one just near my office, right? And before the whole COVID started, when the barista, and this is exactly what we experienced, right, in MAP's office, Starbucks, right? If Starbucks doesn't, if that coffee shop is not Starbucks, right? You will still enjoy going to that coffee shop because the barista sees you are fourth or fifth on the line, but because we go in every day, they know what you want, right?
Yeah.
Pak Henry, this is your tall black, right? Pak Henry, do you want your apple juice? Lunchtime when I go, arguably maybe I visit too frequent, right? So you don't need that. You don't need that, right? But there will come a time where your business grows and you want to be able to send marketing communications to the customer. There'll be a time goes where your business is under siege and you want to run a frequency based promotion, right? And all these things you need to do that first. You if you don't have a loyalty program, you don't have you don't have a way to collect the personal information of the customers. If you don't have a loyalty programs, you can't offer incentives, to the customers that will encourage the customers to come back and for example, in the case of points, to come back and redeem the points, right? Um, so that's my answer. To me, for a small business, don't go out, kick starting your own loyalty program first. You have there are coalitions loyalty programs even in Indonesia. You can start by joining one, learn from that, right? Take that as your learning points, know what you want before you start investing in your own loyalty program.
Yeah. So what these technologies can do for loyalty?
I think the talk about data, the talk about technology, they are there to serve you, right? But we should not get enslaved by technology, right? Uh, you build your own vision, then then you think about how technology can actually help you reach that. The advancement of technology is so wonderful. In the recent few years, you see the things that we couldn't even do just 5 years ago because of technology. But are those things necessary for you? So you mentioned about AI, right? You can't go to any webinar now without hearing AI being mentioned. But how many of them really know how AI actually works? And everyone says, oh, AI is great, chatbot is great, and this and that is great, right? But is
Yeah, and it's what you're going to do with this data that is important. As you said, it's if you don't have any resources behind you to look at the data and to to give you insight about your customers, about their behavior, then what is the point?
Yeah.
So I share another experience that I have just this week. So I received an email from booking.com.
Okay.
Do not name them, sorry. So before COVID, I used to use them a lot to book my hotels and find the
Yeah.
best prices and all these things. So, but it's 2 years that I didn't use them. And
Yeah.
they send me just send me an email saying, you have been using us 5 times previously, and now you are our top tier member. We upgrade you to our top tier member, and so you can get more benefits. Shop with us. It's 2 years that I didn't use them. And they just send me so it's totally irrelevant. It's like, I know why you send me this, because you are not getting enough traffic, because of, we know all why. Just be honest and say to me, guys, we are in deep shit. To be very honest, we are not getting traction, so we are offering you this coupon or this discount, or whatever you're giving to me, or we are giving you, or we are just upgrading you to be our best customer, and you can get more benefit. For me, in my mind, it would be like, guys, okay, we are all in the same shit, so what is the future of loyalty?
I actually think that the future technology, the future of loyalty is simplicity. I think in the last few
Simplicity.
years, simplicity.
Yeah.
I think in the last few years, exactly because of the advancement of technologies, you see many ridiculous programs being rolled out. Difficult to sign up. So complex, so many gadgets. I have to turn on this, I have to turn on that, right? And no one has the time for that, right? And one of the great things that is brought about to me because of COVID, it makes you realize that, hey, what's important in life and what's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Having to turn on my Bluetooth just because, so that I allow the mall operators to track me using beacon. It's not necessary in life, right? To me, the future of loyalty is one that is simple and one that's convenient, right? I do think that uh, 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 customers are demanding more and more personalization. So we need to, I think, loyalty program operators, businesses have to move away from mass personalization to really a one-to-one kind of engagement, right? To me, loyalty programs will be more community-based, like-minded based. So, for example, yeah, I can have a loyalty programs with 1 million members. Okay, speaking in Singapore, 1 million is a lot. So maybe in Jakarta, I should say 100 million members, right? But of 100 million, there is a many sub segments of like-minded groups that you connect people to. So, for example, you, Reza, you are an entrepreneur, right? Could you connect with like-minded entrepreneurs where you can exchange tips, you can exchange ideas, right? That connect people, because um, one of the shifts in the consumer behavior brought about by COVID as well is that people will not meet physically as frequent as before, right? So how can technology help people to create a forum, right? Connect like-minded people. Think, for example, Tinder for business, right? Where you say, oh, Reza, you have this idea. Oh, Reza, you are launching a YouTube. You want to get ideas from people who've done this before, right? So the role of loyalty when it comes to or rewards, right? The future of it is that it's slowly moving away from just what I call a rational rewards, meaning points, vouchers, discounts, to something that is more emotional as well as social. All right. So a good loyalty programs will combine the elements of those three, right? Yeah, people will still need points no matter what, right? Because the richer you are, the more points you need. And you and I know that, right? People like to say that they are rich, they don't need points. No, bullshit, right? everyone wants cheaper stuff, right? Let's face it. But how? But that's not going to be sustainable, right? It keep points and discounts alone will not take you far, right? So to connect to people's hearts, to people's mind, how do you deliver an experiential offerings to them, one that actually appeals to them emotionally as well as socially? That's important, and that technology can do. And that technology can do them of personalized communications, creating a community for these people.
Yeah, great. I'm impatient to see the future of loyalty, the way you painted it.
I know, right? Maybe I'm just saying this so that I can have my job still in the next 10 years. We'll see. Yeah.
You always have a job, Henry. You're. I always say it. You are humanly really inspiring and a great person, and professionally you are really a great professional. I always appreciated working with you. I think we only worked 1 year together now.
Yes,
but
not long enough.
Yeah,
not long enough.
But that was really great. Thank you, Henry. Thank you for your for accepting my invitation today.
Anytime.
And I hope that we get to work together again soon. At least meet each other again soon. Whenever you come to Jakarta. Physically, yes. So whenever you come to Jakarta or I come to Singapore, we have to have a coffee or a lunch or dinner or with our wives together. It was really fun. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.